I am Tatiyana Kraevskaya, and welcome to my world.
Hi, this is Ron with ArtMoose TV, and we have the extreme pleasure, and I mean extreme pleasure, of having a very talented and professional artist here with us today, Tatiyana Kraevskaya. Thank you for coming into the studio with us today.
My pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about your background. Where did you start with art?
I start with art in a childhood. I am originally from a country called Moldova. And in the middle school, the teacher came to my mom and said, you know, your daughter have a talent in art. You need to train her professionally. And this is how when I was 12 years old, I ended up in children's art school. And then in age 15, I attended the college for 4 years. And after that, I went to Moscow, Russia, and got my master's degrees in art. I finished a very prestigious University of Movie Productions. I was in the art department for 6 years. And after that, I was working as a professional artist, displaying my paintings. And also, I worked in a movie production and theaters as a costume designer, as set designer.
And you're very, very nice because you're bringing us your latest collection today. I can't wait to look at it. This first piece, how would you explain your style?
I called my style post-realism. I claim a style post-realism.
You should.
And for me, it's post-realism. It's beyond the time, a transformational stage of timeless realms. And this is the latest series, the first painting of the latest series. It was inspired by the plants and beauty of California. I basically see something what is touching my heart and my eyes and transforming on something what is beyond this time and very edifying. And it's called amethyst. Amethyst is also a definition of harmony. And all my paintings, it's like this. It's a harmony.
There seems to be a lot of motion in it. We were talking about it earlier. It seems like waves or fans. It's just a lot of motion when you do these poppies.
Yes, poppies is very much interesting flower for me because it's giving me a lot of ideas and a lot of feelings. But also I very much love Beds of Paradise.
Yeah, I know this one here is a special story.
Yes, it's have a special story. It was inspired by the song, the verse of the song that all flowers have eyes and they're watching you. And somehow I apply this on a Beds of Paradise and paint it in this way. The flower was look on you with their own eyes, but also this own eyes is their own planet and universes. Wherever you feel and look on it, you have your story. And this is what I like about post-realism, that I can take very much a realistic thing and transform in something what giving you absolutely freedom to come out of box.
These poppies here look like they have dew on them or something.
Yes, it's a California poppy, symbol of California orange poppy. And it's called Rocio, and it's a Spanish name of morning dew. It was inspired one morning when I was passing them after the rain and another morning after morning dew. And somehow it's touched me very much, and I did this. And if you will look carefully on it, it's also having something beyond this world. It's having something with universe. It's having something with the planet. It's not just a poppy, a simple poppy. You just need to look and feel and decide for yourself what you're feeling about this. Red poppy, everybody know red poppy, but if you look on a painting, you will see something different. Again, it's it's again planets, it's again universe, it's again something what is coming from another planet, another even it's a flower of our planet. It's connect with something beyond, because my paintings is the goal of my paintings. It's reach every single heart by touching the deepest sanctuaries of human soul, and to introduce them to a high awareness of light and reality. And this is what this painting is about. It's a verb. It's a verb. It's the name of the picture. These flowers, they're rotating. They're not staying steady. You know, it's a whirl. And this is how I see these particular flowers. And I hope, at least I hope that a lilac. Again, I was touched by the color, and I transformed the poppy in the color and called it lilac.
And the color's so soft it looks alive. It's soft. Anybody that ever gets to see this in real life are going to be really, really amazed.
Yeah, it's a goal of my goal of my paintings, to touch the heart of everybody, you know, who sees the painting.
This one's my favorite, and I don't know why it's my favorite, but when I look at this one, I just love this piece here.
This is inflorescences, called inflorescences. It's connect with plants, with how they blossoming, how much they giving to each other and to people around them. And again, it's transformed the reality. You don't find in reality such a flower. You find the flower, but you wouldn't find that they would look like this. But this is how I see it through my post-realism style.
And this blue is so
This
intense.
is blue vase. It's a blue vase. It's really vase of blue flowers, and they was inspired by blue poppy. And again, it's transforming. I don't know how I do this, or it's pure feelings. It's not like I am calculating how to do something from normal abnormal. You know, it's just how I feel the reality.
So we're no sketching here.
No sketching.
You just start and move, and whatever moves, that's what happens.
Yeah, it's usually when you're going to exhibit in a gallery, they saying, okay, we're giving you personal exhibition, bring your studies, and I don't have any, you know.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. I can't wait to see some of your new stuff, and I hope you bring it in and share it with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
No. Not in what? Oh, this? She
Yeah,
gets-
don't lean back and don't like move your clicker.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
This is on the way?
No, it's perfectly fine. So when we start, we always look here, and then when I close and thank you, just make sure we look at that camera and smile for about 3 seconds so we have a cutoff.
Okay.
Okay, so Ron,
Go. Hi, this is Ron with, let's start over. Hi, this is Ron and ArtMoose.
okay, hold on.
What?
Zooming in, you can't stop in your introduction.
Oh, you're doing that thing?
That, your introduction has to go.
Oh, okay.
The rest of it we can edit.
So welcome to ArtMoose TV.
Yeah, this is Ron with ArtMoose TV, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Counting in, 5,
Hi, this is Ron with ArtMoose TV, and we have the extreme pleasure, and I mean extreme, of having a great artist here with us today. And her name is Tatiyana Kraevskaya. And she's been making me practice this, so I think I'm getting pretty close. How are
Very
you
good.
doing today?
Thank you very much. And you're doing good with my last name.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is beautiful art. It's not surreal, it's not abstract. What do you call this?
I call this style of this art, I call it post-realism. Basically, when I was painting years ago, I paint still lifes and portraits. Then I moved to the United States and my life changed, so did my art. And I began to feel and see differently, more inward than outward. And during the time, the style of my painting started to change. And right now, this is how I told you, the style of my painting I called post-realism. Realism, it's a representation displaying the natural world bound by time. Post-realism, beyond the time. It's a transformational stage of timeless realms. When I'm painting, I feel the way of how my painting is going, transforming every element on something edifying and beyond this world. I walking through feelings.
So we don't sketch a piece. We
No.
just start and we move as it moves you. It's the feeling that comes from inside.
Yes, yes, this is how I'm painting. And I'm painting through feelings, and this is why these paintings, they doesn't have a frame. Everybody who look on them, they can feel completely different things, and paintings will talk to them. For example, the inspiration of my painting can come from different ways. It can come from a verse from the song, verse from the poetry, from somebody say something, or gorgeous blossoming of South California plants and flowers. It can come from a thought, from the name, and when it's coming, it's creating the idea in me, and I'm starting to I'm come to the canvas, starting to painting, and sometimes I catch myself that I am just contouring, the painting is there, and I'm just like little kid contouring whatever I see there. And
Kind of like a paint by number, it's already there in your mind. Then.
yes,
So
yes.
this piece here, you had quite a neat story about.
Yes, I had years ago. I enjoyed the song what was telling that each flowers have eyes and they watching us, and this idea somehow applied on Beds of Paradise, California flowers, you know, and I saw them somehow in this way. And this eyes was watching us, but it's also a planet. It's a whole universe in each flower. And I believe that if sometimes you look on a plant or a flower and you can relax, you start to feel different, exist in different world, and this is what the painting's bringing. For example, this painting is called Adam and Eve, and if you will look carefully, you will see two figures, holding the the fruit of a tree of life. And again, the idea came from the Adam and Eve story. A lot of the painting crop, it came from the idea what is crop is about. And this is how I feel, and putting it on a canvas. It's this painting called Over the Rainbow. It came from a first verse, from the verse of the song Over the Rainbow. This is how I see Over the Rainbow.
Oh, that's neat.
You know, and this is my transformation of the things what I was telling, of reality, the things what I am doing. All these paintings is going through feelings. The carousel, this is how I see carousel. This is how the things is moving. This is the first painting what take me away from a realistic art. And this is how I start to, this is basically I called American art, because this is I start to paint in America. And this is a windrose. It's a story behind of these two beautiful roses who represented heavenly parents who are touched by umbilical cords to their children. The villages in the bottom of the painting, and this is the story of this painting.
This is really, really pretty.
And this is what I saw, but you maybe see something different. It's good too, you know. This is a painting called the Birth. And this is the birth of universe, the birth of whatever you want to put the birth to. This is a painting is about. This is a sunflower. It's a circle, represent for me circle of life. It's a child, it's a blossoming person, it's an old person, and then it's conceived again. And this is an endless wheel of life.
That's so neat the way you look at stuff.
This is a rosio, what is the Spanish word from morning dew. This is what inspired me, California poppies. Poppies is orange poppy is a symbol of California. It's always fascinated me when it's starting to blossom. And once I saw it after the rain, in the morning dew, and I was inspired to paint it, to bring something what it wouldn't be only a California flowers, but it's have feelings toward it. Again, each flower it's representing planet. It's representing something what's beyond only to you, not to anybody else. This is why when you're looking on my paintings, you see it's different. Like this is the red poppies. Everybody knows what is red poppies, but this is how I see red poppies. And this is a whirl. It's based on a flower, and I just transformed this flower in a weight. And in this way, and when I finished, I called it whirl because this is a movement. It's a verb. It's not a noun. It's a verb of this painting. It's a whirl. This is a painting called Lilac because of the color, but it was inspired by blue poppy. Yeah, this is inspired by the flowers too, and I'm transforming them on something what bring unity and bringing uniqueness of the plant.
This is your new collection too.
Yeah, it's my new collection.
Most recent collection.
Yes, it's a recent collection. It's a
This
blue
is
vase.
awesome.
It's a recent collection too. It's inspired by blue poppy too, you know. And I just see the things, but I see them different. I see them beyond their reality. This is the first painting of this collection called Amethyst, inspired by the beautiful, beautiful poppy of California, what blossoming on the bushes in June. And I called it amethyst because amethyst, definition of amethyst, one of definitions is harmony. And this is the harmony, how this all things is existing with each other. And this is my last collection of the paintings. They are big, they 36 and 48, and definitely sometimes I feel I can paint bigger. But you basically need to have a door high to put it through.
So you not only paint, here you are in your studio, but then you also have time to do a little author work. You do some writing also.
Yes, it's my hobby basically, to write. It's my hobby, and I had a goal to publish one book. I am working on 3 books, and was the first one. It was a little fairy tales for little children. It's a fairy tale about love, and that love giving you wings, and you can fly wherever you want if you love and you loved. And this is the idea of the story. And I wasn't illustrated it. I just only put the words to this story, and hope that one day I will illustrate my own books. But right now I am giving opportunity to somebody else to do this.
Keeping everybody, all the
yeah,
artists
because
employed.
I'm very, very like to painting, and oil and canvas is my favorite technique. Yes,
You have a lot of gallery shows then.
Yes, I have a gallery, social, I have exhibitions. I have exhibitions only, also volunteer exhibitions to the people who unfortunate to go to the galleries or museums. I bringing them the paintings. I did it for a while, several years. In a different rehabilitation center, in the different nursing homes, in the hospitals, in the schools, giving a voluntarily giving a private lesson. If I am giving a professional lessons, I always, if I have an opportunity to volunteer, I volunteer because I believe that when you're blessed with something, you need to have opportunity and willingness to share. And especially for this country, what gave me a shelter and a home, and I'm a citizen of United States, and it's my homeland, only homeland for me, and I am very grateful when I have an opportunity to share, when God blessed me enough that I would have opportunity, first of all, to paint full time and go and show voluntarily and work voluntarily. And this is what I was doing, to teaching old and young people to paint, to introducing them first time in their life to colors, to techniques, even to pencils. This is in private schools to children, to introduce them to new techniques, to watercolors, to acrylics, because I'm working in any technique what I want. I just have said that oil is and canvas my favorite because it's giving me the most freedom to create. And this is what I am very happy when I'm sharing not only my paintings but my skills with somebody.
Well, Tatiyana, I'm really happy that you shared your time with us and your story. You are so busy between painting and giving back and being involved in the community, working with children, especially working with older people. It takes a special type person to do that. We really thank you, and we can't wait for you to come back and show us some more of your new stuff. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.